Hey guys, I'm back. I know it's been a while since I posted my last video, but I have a good reason for that. Okay, so as you can see, I'm in a new studio. Yes, despite this pandemic, I moved into a new place. So anyways, this week we will be looking into one of our favorite gadgets that we are using this past week, and it's called the Huawei MatePad. No, this is not the Pro. So I will unbox this and I will give my full review of this tablet. And I know you guys are very interested since we're nearing the opening of the new school year right now. And this could be the next device that your children will use in their homeschooling. So I know you're very much excited about this. So let's not keep you waiting. Let's go.
Let's go.
So okay, let's start unboxing right now. So this is the box with its classic white design. So just like any other Huawei devices, malayo pa lang, alam mo na it's a Huawei device. We have here the configuration of the MatePad. It says here that it is in midnight gray colorway, and it comes with a 64 gig storage, and we also have a 4 GB of RAM. We have the Huawei branding here at this side, and that's fairly it. Okay, open na natin. So we have the tablet here, so let's put this aside. We have a smaller white box. Sa likod niya, at its back, we have this pin ejector tool. So we have a USB Type-C cable here and some documentations. So we also have the small box here, which has the wall adapter, and it is rated 10 watts. So hindi siya masyado mabilis i-charge. But I couldn't complain more because this is only a mid-range tablet. So actually guys, nagamit ko na siya, so this is not its pristine look, but I just wanted to show you how it looks like. Huawei told us that it's midnight gray, but if you look closely, I think the color that we have here is kind of close to navy blue or some slate kind of tone. Huawei also sent this one. This is the smart case for the tablet, but unfortunately this is not included in the box. Ang bilis nilang snap, guys. Or you wanted to add more spice, so you can make it as a kickstand. Anyways, this accessory is a must for me since I don't want scratches on my tablet's surface. So the Huawei MatePad comes with a premium looking aesthetics. It has a very thin form factor and its construction is also lightweight. There's a stunning 10.4-inch display with bezels that hide the front-facing camera. The Huawei MatePad's body take advantage of the lightweight aluminum alloy that gives the tablet a modern slim design and a sturdy build. It's also easy on the hands due to its curved edges and matte finish. Our midnight gray unit exudes class with some of the trappings included on the back panel. In landscape, we have the Huawei logo at the center and the Harman Kardon certification with the regulation stamp in the middle. So we have a protruding camera here at the corner. It's an 8 megapixel sensor and it is accompanied by an LED flash. So flipping the tablet, we will be greeted by the 10.4-inch IPS LCD display. It comes with a 5:3 aspect ratio, which is quite common to a 10-inch tablet. And of course, we have another 8MP camera here at the front for social media selfies or video calls. Okay, again in landscape mode, we have a set of speakers in both left and right. So I think these are stereo speakers, and on the left side we have the power button, and on my right side we have the USB Type-C. The MatePad is a 450-gram slate, but I'm quite surprised by its ease of use and handling capability. The overall build quality is exceptional for a mid-range tablet. It's the one that you won't put down when you start using it. The display of the MatePad is something to love about the slate. It frames a 10.4-inch, which may not be as pixel-packed as the Pro version, but you will still appreciate the crisp and the clarity of the display. The tablet is large enough for work, study, and play. It could get bright enough with 470 nits, and if you need longer hours of reading, the Huawei MatePad has an ebook mode, which adjusts brightness, contrast, and definition. So the bezels are wide enough to give you a good grip while holding the tablet in both hands. Also, the false touch rejection is quite good, so this means the MatePad knows when you had accidental inputs and it automatically rejects that. It supports an M pencil to do accurate sketches. We may not have access to the pencil, but we tried to doodle with our fingers and it's quite satisfying. The Huawei MatePad is best for consuming content. Watching videos with its wide screen is such an immersive experience. On top of that, the slate is packed with quad speaker setup tuned by Harman Kardon. The Huawei Highstein 6.0 3D stereo spikes the quality when you use the tablet with earphones. This feature also allows you to choose different playback modes among 3D audio, auto, natural, or standard. Our favorite is the ability to choose 3D sound effects from near, front, wide, and grand. All in all, the tablet offers a wide soundstage with decent amount of bass. The Huawei MatePad is one of the fastest mid-range tablets that we've used. Under the hood, it packs a Kirin 810 processor with 4 gigs of RAM. And in my experience, the tablet runs smoothly despite the constant heavy load that I'm throwing at it. Multitasking with the tablet offers a high degree of ease. For heavy graphic games like Asphalt 9 and Call of Duty Mobile, there are occasional frame drops but not to the point that it could hamper your gaming experience. The tablet is zippy when using social media apps and video conferencing tools. The split screen feature called the Huawei App Multiplier also comes very handy. Our Antutu benchmark reflects this performance where the Huawei MatePad tallied a capable 269,287 score. So as I've mentioned before, the tablet packs an 8MP camera, and if you're into it and if you're like taking photos in your tablet, this could be a decent camera. Sharpness and details are quite good with fair amount of color saturation. Its low light performance is not something to get excited about, as photos come with muted colors and noise. The 8MP fixed focus camera is quite zippy and face unlocking. It's also very useful in Zoom calls. Selfies are also decent in good lighting condition. So the Huawei MatePad runs with the company's proprietary EMUI 1, which is based in Android 10. It doesn't have Google Mobile Services, but it has what the company called Huawei Mobile Services. That service comes with Huawei App Gallery and now the Petal Search to keep your apps and services intact. The Huawei App Gallery is the third biggest app distribution platform, which is steadily growing and now covers most popular apps for Android. In case it doesn't, you can still install your favorite apps by using the Huawei Petal Search. This search platform will direct you to a third-party app stores and allow you to sideload your needed apps. With EMUI 10.1, Huawei has optimized its software for tablet experience. There are tons of nifty features like the multi-window and app multiplier. These allow you to do a split-screen mode which opens 2 apps at the same time. And on top of that, you can also open a third floating window. These impressive features kick up your multitasking capabilities. You can also use the Huawei Share in case you have a compatible Huawei smartphone to mirror on your tablet's display. This allows you to drag and drop files from your smartphone and edit them in your tablet. Surprisingly, the browser app on the MatePad lets you run web versions of the popular apps like YouTube, Netflix, and Gmail. Plus, the email app also allows you to sign in your third-party email accounts like Gmail and Yahoo Mail. There's a 7250 mAh that powers the Huawei MatePad. This capacity is quite juicy to keep your tablet running for more than a day. However, it drastically changes to less than 24 hours when we tried playing heavy graphic games. So again, the tablet only supports 10-watt charging, so it takes about 4 hours to fully charge this tablet. I think the Huawei MatePad is a very gorgeous multimedia device, and it's also a very convincing entertainment hub. And there are many reasons why you want to buy this tablet. First on the list is the 10.4-inch clear display and immersive sound output. This makes the Huawei MatePad a powerful device for games and watching videos. And if you also plan to use this tablet for homeschooling, I think its specs and features is more than enough. The curved edge design and the reading-friendly software tweaks offer comfortable usage for longer hours. The juicy battery life is ideal for longer study, work, and gaming sessions. Plus, its seamless integration with Huawei devices is quite exceptional. You know what guys, what's even more important is that you can have these flagship grade features in just 20,990 pesos. The only downside that I can think of is that if you're heavily invested with Google apps, this might not be your jam. But if you're willing to use Huawei's alternatives like the App Gallery and the Huawei's Petal Search, I think this could be a great productivity and academic companion to you guys. So that's it for me guys. Thank you very much for joining me once again today. If you have comments with my new setup, please put them down below. And you know I'm always there to reply to your comments. And if you have questions about the Huawei MatePad, please also type them down below and I'll be answering that for you guys. So before I go, please subscribe to this channel and hit that bell notification icon for more videos like this. And I think that's all from you geeks. Have a great geekend, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!